Hello everyone, Danny Garola, Pink Barn Stamper, coming to you from a dark Tucson, Arizona. I'm sure it is probably very dark where you guys are from unless you are over on the Pacific coast. You guys might still have a little bit of that sun hanging on over there, but it is now down behind the mountains over here and we are getting dark, and that means we're getting cold. So we are finally in Christmas weather. It missed the calendar for us here in Tucson. That kind of skipped right over us and headed up north, which is where it normally starts anyways. But we are finally having our cold front. This week it has been very, very chilly. We have been under a freeze warning every night for like the last 3 or 4 nights. And they're saying that it's going to extend through the weekend. And then we might possibly have some moisture coming in, which fingers crossed for us down here in Tucson. Look at my little wispies, my little gray wispies that just are out of control. For us to have some moisture is just, that's like heaven sent down here. My plants are so dry. I mean, I go out and water them, but it's completely different when we have the earth give us what we need, or the atmosphere, I guess you might say. So yes, it has been a very, very busy week in Stampin' Up land here. We have had so many things launch on the 7th, Tuesday. So exciting. This is probably the first time in like forever that I can think of that we have had so many things launch all at the same time, which is a little bit overwhelming, but then in the same sense, there's so much. Like, we have so many products that we can choose from now. So it's not like you're going to look through the store and you're going to get bored, because you're going to find something that you love in there, if not many of somethings, which I have done so myself. And it's just been really fun to see everybody's orders come in. I hope you guys are all enjoying your freebies from Sale-A-Bration. That is probably our most exciting time of the year is Sale-A-Bration. Who doesn't love free product? I know I'm a freebie girl. And I think I have almost gotten all of the freebies. Oh, I should grab them. The box just came in. Hold on just a second. Let me grab my Sale-A-Bration's items that trying to remember what all are in there. Okay, I know these things are, that is 2. I think this is, and then I know some of the papers that I've shared with you guys. There are a couple papers, fun spring color papers, and they just happen to have tons of pink in them. Woohoo, that's my thing. I love the pink. Okay, so I think that is also. So I will just quickly kind of go through this once I get you guys flipped around and show you all the fun things that I have gotten through Sale-A-Brations. Also, when I get you guys flipped around, I'm going to open this little baby up. This is the new quarter of our paper pumpkin. This is called Spring is in the Air. This is the new one that just started this month. This goes with the January, February, and March kits. Maybe I'll get it open. Eee. My hands are cold. They're not wanting to work. Jeez Louise. I've got both heaters on here in the barn. Just trying to keep that frost off because my fingers don't like to work when I get chilly. Now, I'm not complaining at all. I love the cold. This is so my jam right now. I just wish it would have been here kind of around Christmas time. But either way, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. So, yes, how is everybody doing? Hello, Vicky. Let me go back here and go up to the top. Hello, Becky. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Linda. Hello, Kimberly. And Lisa. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for coming in. I've got some super cute Love Day cards to share with you guys. I think, oh, there are two Lindas in here, Miss Linda Jack Mustall and Linda Hunt. Welcome, you guys. Hello, Vicky. Two Vickies, Miss Vicky Bowler and Vicky Ekins. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are having some chill weather. No pun intended. Okay, maybe a little bit. I know where you guys live, you guys are dealing with some crazy like snow weather. At least we're not over in Southern California. My heart goes out to all of those people over there. I have family that live there, and I have contacted, we have quite a few fellow demonstrators, couple on my team that live over there. They are all safe, thank God, fingers crossed, that it stays that way. But we were watching the news earlier today, and they are dealing with those Santa Ana winds. And those winds, if you've ever lived in California or if you've ever visited there, you know that those winds are crazy and they're uncontrollable. We can't control the wind. And unfortunately, they try to partially get these fires contained, and then, just nature takes its course. You get those winds coming through, and then it's just all over again. It starts all up. So hopefully, I was actually, when I was watching the news this morning, they were talking about that one of the guys here in Tucson, he flies a plane. He has a private plane that I guess he can take water or the fire retardant or whatever it is that they use. And he said, he goes, the hardest thing right now is because of the winds. He's having the hardest time just flying the plane, because you're trying to fly this plane and these winds are just rocking you everywhere, that sometimes they have to stay grounded, and then there's nothing that they can really do from the air. But like he said, he goes, it's not only me trying to stay in the air and fly, but now I've got to gauge how fast this wind is coming in, how far up I am in the air, that when I drop that either water or the whatever it is that they drop, now it's got to hit where the fire is. And he said sometimes you'll just totally think it's going to hit where it's going to hit, and then a gust of wind will come in and then it blows it out of the path of the fire, and then it's kind of pointless. Then they were talking about possibly because of the shortage of the water, because of what happened there at that reservoir, that they were talking about going and getting water from the ocean. Well, that's great and all, but then like they were saying, you have to worry about the corrosion of the salt. And so I'm just like, oh my Lord, if it's not one thing, it's another. Isn't that just crazy? I mean, I would have never, ever like put into perspective that grabbing water from the ocean, which is water to put out a fire, that my thought would go to, oh my gosh, I have to worry about my car getting a little bit of rust. I mean, when you live on the coast over there, you deal with that anyways. Or if you live on the coast anywhere, you deal with the salt erosion coming up and rusting stuff on your home, cars, all that. So I'm like, well, that would take an awful lot of water, salt, whatever, to see the residual of that happening. That doesn't happen overnight. So I don't know. They'll figure it out. And I just hope that they can get this under control and no more homes and people have to be without. I just hope all of them have home insurance. I do know that insurance companies are starting to be a little bit more sticky when it comes to fire. But it seems like maybe fire that is, what would you say, like environmental, not environmental, and I don't even want to say out of your control, but if it wasn't started in your home, like due to faulty wiring or whatever the case may be, and this is something, natural disaster, that was the word that I was looking for. If it's a natural disaster fire, that insurance companies would have to kind of bite the bullet on that. We all pay home insurance for a reason, so I don't know. I'm sure they'll all figure it out. So I don't know. We'll just keep them in our thoughts and our prayers that nothing more happens. Frida says it is in the 50s right now. Actually, we are in the 50s right now. Or actually, I think we're colder than that, to be honest with you. We are 46 right now. Yeah, that's pretty chilly for us here in Tucson. So you might be a little bit warmer than us, but I'm sure it's probably because you guys have the cloud coverage. We are completely clear. And so I had to pull in quite a few of our plants from outside and bring them in and put them up on the patio because of the freeze warning. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing. I thank you guys so much for your thoughtfulness of doing that. 14. And the wind chill is 2. Where Kimberly is. Yikers. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kay. Good evening, you guys. Pretty chilly. Becky says it has been in the single digits at night there in Kentucky. Whew, that's kind of cold. Got about a total of 11 inches of snow. Ooh, that would be nice. Now, I would love to have some snow. Not that I want to drive around in it. Nope. I don't want to have to get up and go to work and do all that kind of stuff in it. And if you have to do that, yuck. That's not fun. But to just sit at home, be on vacation in a nice little cabin or something like that, drinking my hot coffee or tea or hot chocolate, whatever it is that my mood is in, that having the fire crackling, oh, that just sounds amazing. Oh, yeah. But if you have to go to work and you have to live in it, then no, that's not fun. Speaking of hot chocolate, I went and got my cup that my husband got me for Christmas, my little custom cup here, and I brewed myself some of my, now this is the Swiss Miss salted caramel hot chocolate, and it is amazing. And I know I'm not a caramel person, but this stuff is really kind of good. I'm digging it. So maybe it's not so much caramely, but maybe it's just the salted caramel. It's just really good. And because it's cold, it kind of helps to keep the insides warm as well. It was 27 where Vicky is. Now, Vicky is here in Arizona. She's over in Casa Grande. Wow, that is pretty chilly. Yikes. I think, wait a minute. Is that the right Vicky that I'm thinking of? Vicky, I think you're in Casa Grande, right? I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, that's chilly for around here. But I do know that, like, southern from us, there is a little town called Sierra Vista. And they'll get snow. They get a lot colder than we do. If there are rains coming in, they're normally the first to get it. So yeah, it's just weird how there's like sister towns around here that will get more weather than we do. I guess we're just kind of tucked into a little valley here and we just don't see much. Okay, enough about all the crazy weather that is going on. I'm going to get you guys flipped around, trying to see, do we have any birthdays this week? Don't think we have any birthdays this week. Alrighty, I'm going to get you guys flipped around. I'm going to show you guys the celebrations items that I have gotten. And yeah, and then I'm going to share with you guys the paper pumpkin, the quarter dies as well. So hold tight so I can get you guys flipped around here. Vicki Bowler is in South Dakota and she says it's 6 degrees. Yee. No, that's cold. That's almost like, that reminds me of Alaska when we were up in Alaska visiting. It was so cold up there. They do this thing. Now, I don't know if I'm assuming they do it every year, but when we went up to Fairbanks, when my oldest daughter was pretty young, we went up for my ex's grandmother's birthday, and they do this thing that, I'm trying to remember the name of that river that flows through Fairbanks there. If anybody lives in Alaska, maybe you guys can help me out here, but there is a river that goes right through Fairbanks, and they do almost like a lottery that anybody is able to join this, but you put in a lottery that, what do? You pick the day, you pick the hour, maybe even it goes down to the minute, that when you think that the ice off the river is going to melt. It's kind of crazy how they do that. But I guess in areas like that have crazy weather all the time, they just do fun little things to keep, I guess, it going. But I just thought, I was like, what in the world? I've never heard of doing a lottery to see, like, everybody puts in their vote. The Chena River? Is that, I'm probably not saying that right. Chena River. That they, it was, I mean, it was really kind of odd, and it just really kind of stuck with me because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that they do a lottery in their town, and I don't remember what the person gets. Whoever is the closest to, like, the minute of somebody guessing the date, the time, the, you know, everything of it when they see the ice break or something on the river. It was just, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool to have done in your little town there. Just kind of cute how little towns do stuff. Okay, this paper here is called the Bloom Impressions, and I did use this a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what card I used this for, but there's the back and there's the front. Really cute little flowers on this. So this is a freebie with a $60 purchase. This is a level 1. So there's the front and the back, or back front, however you want to see it. There's the back and there's the front of that because I've already cut that piece up. Front and back. Front and back. Front and back. Very, very pretty paper. Very dainty little flowers, but has some really, really neat colors intertwined in there. Now, this paper that we have, this is called the Toadstool Garden. And I know I've shared this with you guys too, so I'm just going to kind of do a quick little flip through. I like that this one has like a gradient where it goes from like the greens on up to the pink. That's pretty. And there's that. That reminds me of almost like a weird camo. So there's that one. Then we have the fruit. What is this one called? Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. My daughter watches, what are they called? The Wiggles. And they sing this song, and they're from Australia. And they sing this song, fruit salad, yummy, yummy. So there's that. You've got your bananas, some apples, oranges, and I'm assuming those are melons, cantaloupe, some pineapple. Look at that with the rind and then the inside of a watermelon. Kiwi, and then your fruit salad. And then what was this one? And then you've got pears. And it looks like there's one more. Pomegranates. Yay. So very, very cool paper there as well. Then we've got this documenting the day. I'm pretty sure that is a, trying to remember which ones are the ones that are the, you have to have $120 purchase. So this one I didn't get, the Corner and Bloom, which is a $120 purchase. I didn't get that. Before I get to this, I'm just going to go through the catalog and show you guys, because then I can make sure that I tell you guys the correct information. This is the heart shaped. This has got this really, really cool like wreath kind of looking heart. Some really pretty little sentiments in there. That is $120. Now that is also with this bundle. Again, if I can get my fingers to work. This one is, you get both for the $120 freebie for this one. So a level 2, You get the dies and that stamp set. Super, super fun. I thought this would be really pretty for Mother's Day. I know a lot of people look at hearts and they just automatically assume Love Day, or Valentine's Day. But no, I think this will be kind of pretty for Mother's Day as well. So there's that one. Then we have, there's the paper, $60 purchase, a level 1. Then we've got, did I get that one? Oh yeah, this really cute Dance With Me. It's got these cute little couple here dancing along. You've got some hearts, the little string of lights. That one is also a $60 level 1. Oh, the tree. This one, Pick a Season. This is photopolymer right there. I know I didn't show you the other ones. This one, the Dance With Me, is photopolymer. And the hearts photopolymer. This is a level 1. The Pick a Season, it's kind of cool because you can fill the inside of the tree with either little flowers, eggs for, I'm assuming, Easter. You could do hearts for Valentine's Day, and then you've got the little shamrocks. I love that. You don't really see too many sets that have much to do with St. Patrick's Day. So that's kind of cool that they added that in there. Then there's some clouds and a little fence that you could do in the tree stump. Then here is the toadstool paper. These are all level 1s. This is called Day to Celebrate. It's got your congratulations on there. Happy birthday. It's a good day to celebrate. Just a really cute little stamp set to just kind of cheer someone on. So there's that. And then, of course, the also loved Friendly Seagulls. Look how cute this is. I figured I would make my mom a Mother's Day card using this set just because she is such an ocean nautical kind of person. And I was going to try to pair it with the paper in the catalog that we have that have the little crabs. I think it's called something Sea Friends or something like that. But here is this French fries, chips. Then you've got the little French fries. There's been some super cute ideas online using that. Then we've got the fruit salad paper. Oh, and then this right here. This is the Rainbow Celebration Kit. So I like that they included a kit in here as well. So if people have not tried a kit, they can actually try one this way. They get it as their freebie. Everything is in there to make, how many cards does this make? I'm not sure. Maybe it says on here. 6 cards. It will make 6 cards, and they are designed, hooray, let's celebrate, cheers, happy birthday, and yay, it's your day. So it's all about the birthday celebration. And then the document the day is this one right here. I love the big fonts that we have in here. I thought this would be perfect for scrapbooking as well, because you're always looking for like something that has a big font on it for your scrapbook layouts. That I figured this would be one of those really nice stamp sets that would kind of go with the scrapbooking. Let me set that aside. Okay, so that is what we have to offer in celebrations. I think there's only one thing I haven't gotten out of there. Okay, let me show you guys the Spring is in the Air dies. Ooh, there's a lot of dies in here. You get this cute little bee. There is a, I'm not sure. I think that probably coordinates with some like grass or some kind of floral. This really cool. I like this scallopy heart. You've got the little beehive cut out here. And then not sure what this one goes to, but we'll have to see as the months go on with the upcoming paper pumpkins. I know I just saw that mine has shipped for the February kit. So those are so cool. There's actually more than, there's 5 dies in there. Normally I'm used to just seeing 3 dies. So that's kind of cool that they added some more to go with that. Oh, I'll mess with that later. That's going to drive me bananas. Then we have the new mini catalog that has now launched on the 7th. So many cool things in here. If you guys have been looking for a cool little pocket die, it is with the, what is that called? Birthday. Right here, it is right there is that die image. This is called Wildflower Birthday Suite. I don't have all the names down yet, but paper shares actually came in early. So if you have signed up for my paper share, I will be getting those out this coming up week. So you're going to actually see your paper share show up to you sooner than what was expected. So that's pretty cool. The really neat thing is with some of these new papers that they've come out with, there's actually their sheets that have the little die cut images on there. So I will split those up for my people who've joined my paper share as well. So it's kind of neat because then they're already colored. All you have to do is just make a quick card and slap those together. So that's really fun. Yeah, this catalog has got some beautiful colors in there. There's that Ocean Friends. That's what it's called. Super fun. Lots of things that we are going to have fun with coming up. I have my upcoming paper crafting in-person class. This is going to be at the Tucson Mall. If you are interested in this class, you can visit my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com is where you're going to find out all the information from all the things that I'm sharing with you from our promotions that are coming up or that are already in the full swing. Just go over there and scroll through and you're going to find everything that I am talking about in this. The link, if you want the direct link to my blog, it is in the description of this video. So you must register for this class because I do have limited seating for this. So once they are full, I will take the registration down. Just because there's only so many seats that I can fill within the place that I've rented at the mall. Okay, nope, that's not going yet. I didn't print off the new one. Sorry, guys. The Hello Spring is the current paper pumpkin. This is Plant the Seeds of Happiness with these lovely garden-shaped inspired cards, which sounds amazing. So spring-like. Makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, pre-cut pieces with bronze foil, unique spring-themed envelopes, coordinating colors, basic beige, bubble bath, lemon lime twist, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Petunia. And Petunia Pop is actually going to be the Stampin' Spot. So that is one of our new in colors. That's really pretty color. That's going to be the one, the Stampin' Spot that comes inside of that. It says that it also coordinates with the Grow with Love bundle. So I wonder which bundle that is because I have not even seen that one yet. There's so much to look at that I find myself like kind of skimming over things and then I'm like, shoot, I missed that. So what did I say? Grow with Love. Is that not in this book? Grow with Love. It must not be in this catalog. Maybe it's in the... Maybe it's in the... what is this? The annual catalog. Does anybody know? No? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's an online exclusive. See, that's what I'm saying. There's so many things that I'll have to look and then get back to you guys next week. But yeah, then here are those dies that I was sharing you guys. Oh, it is a little greenery thing. And then they have done that too. So I'm not sure what that one goes for. Our online exclusives, we have the mixed media is the set that I shared with you guys last week. There's so many things in our online exclusives. Don't forget to sign in to shopdannygarola.com. Go over to the little lines there, scroll down, go down to, what's it called? Shop products, I think is what it says. And then it'll bring up a whole little menu. Go to online exclusives and check everything out over there. I don't want you guys to miss out on the online exclusives. We get so used to looking at a catalog that I think we kind of get lost on the whole internet thing when you've got both things going on. So I told you guys that I ordered the paper. I was actually playing with this one with the set that we're going to use today. But this is the middle one. This is the Serene Love. Now this paper was originally in black and white. And they have come back with Lost Lagoon, Night of Navy, and Old Olive. So here's the front and here's the back. I love these little dainty flowers. Then there's this one. Polka dots on the back and then the flowers. And this one, here's the front. Here's the back. And I'll show you the card that I made with that. Front, back. There's your Lost Lagoon. And then moving into your Night of Navy. Look how pretty that is with that Night of Navy. Front, back. Okay, there's this one. Front and back. This reminds me of almost like a nautical look as well. So that is really pretty. That is called Serene Love. And that is also located in our online exclusives. And there are two other papers that you can take a look at there. They just kind of were not, they just didn't kind of grab my attention, so I just went with that one. Last chance products. We still have tons of things on there for you guys to grab before those are gone. Mystery stamping is coming this Wednesday on the 15th, 3 p.m. over on my private group on Facebook. Again, you guys can find the links over there. Scroll down on pinkbarnstamper.com. Also on the right-hand column, there is a categories. If you scroll down, you'll see mystery stamping. If you click on that, it'll take you right to this one, so you can check that out. So you can join in and make yourself a neat little card. Also, the scrapbooking brochure. Oh, love this. I've just added some of this product to my shopping cart. They have got some of the cutest things in here, and they don't actually have this in print form. I printed this off. This is not a publication that Stampin' Up sends out. You can find the PDF where you can pull up this whole little pamphlet here. And if you choose to print it off, then so be it. If not, you can skim through this. Look, my ink was kind of taking a dump right there. But I love this. This coordinates with that birthday, the wildflower birthday. This one coordinates with the, what's that one called? The storybook. Really, really cute. See the storybook life. Oh, love it. Look at this. See, that's what I was talking about with the big fonts that you have and big words for your scrapbooking. This one I'm definitely getting. This one is called Meant to Be. Now it kind of goes with a set that we used to have called Be Mine. But they've come out with all new colors of the paper, and there is a awesome die that you guys will have to check out. Let me see if I can find that. Look at this. Don't miss out on this stamp set and dies. You've got all these way cool like octagon shaped dies here that I want you guys to all be aware of, so you don't yell at me if and when they sell out and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even know anything about that. Right here. This is awesome. This is definitely in my cart because I want these dies. I think these dies are awesome for labels, different kinds of shapes. This one right here is also a gorgeous set. This is called the Everyday You and Me. Let me get to the, look at this stamp set and dies. This is also in my shopping cart, but I wanted the whole thing because I also want the paper and the stickers that go along with that for scrapbooking. I really love the colors in that. I thought it might be kind of fun for some of our camping pictures. There is the Be Mine bundle. There you can kind of see that a little bit better. Those are all dies that you see down here. You've got really cool little flowers, hearts, the bee bodies, And then there's all those dies there. 24 dies in that. And then this one, you've got the little flowers that coordinate with your stamped flower images. And then we've got all these new little flip flaps. So if you don't know what a flip flap is, you definitely have to check these out. Go to the website. They will explain them all, or just go pull this off, read this. Flip flaps, if you are a scrapbooker, you're gonna want those in your life. So there is that, just so I can kind of do a quick flip through with you guys in case you haven't seen this, or if you're like, I'm not into scrapbooking, I don't even bother looking at it. I don't want you to miss out because you didn't look at it. So now you can say you saw it and you're not missing out. Hello, Wendy. Welcome, lady. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Wendy sent me the cutest Christmas card, and I meant to bring it out. Dang it. I meant to bring it out today because I was showing it off to my husband. And it's cute because she wrote in the inside because Canada just had this huge postal strike up there. And she's like, oh yeah, you'll probably receive this card by June or July, one of the two. And I just cracked me up. So I was reading it to my husband and he started chuckling as well. And so I was like, I have to share this. This is such a pretty card. It's a Christmas card, but she did it with non-traditional colors. It is gorgeous. So I will make sure I bring that in. So next Monday on the 20th, I will definitely share her card with you because it is so cute. You guys are going to love it. I apologize that I spaced it and didn't bring it out here. Okay, we are going to be playing with the Hearts of Elegance. This is also in a suite collection where you can get, this is the gold twisted thread. Mine is a hot mess because it came off of my spool and I just haven't taken the time to mess with it. I just pull off what I need and it works. It also comes with the adhesive backed heart sequence. It comes with 2 different sizes of these little gift bag combo packs, the little small one and then the big one. It also has this gorgeous paper that has some marbling with your gold foiling in there. And then you've got the background that doesn't have gold, but you've got all these different designs. And I'll share more of that with you guys as we get going here. But I wanted to show you all those things are included in the Suite collection. That is called the Marbled Elegance Suite collection if you just want it all, because like I've told you guys before, that's kind of how I roll, because then I don't forget anything and I get it and then I know it's all there together. I'm also going to be bringing in, these are the champagne iridescent dots. I'm going to be bringing those in as well. And what else? Oh, I know, surprise, surprise. I know you guys are never gonna guess what this set is that I'm bringing in. Yep, you guys know that it is the Stylish Shapes, my hot mess of a set, because it is one of the most used die sets I've ever owned. So I'm gonna reuse that as well. And so let's get out all of our cards here. And so you can know that all of these are what is included inside of the kit for this week. So when you shop in my store and you spend $35 or more and you use my current January host code, you're gonna get a kit in the mail that looks just like this, so you can create these cards that I'm sharing with you. Now you will need the stamp set. I will include the shapes that are in the Stylish Shapes. I include that in there, but everything else you're going to need to have, you're going to have to, if you want to make the cards exactly as I have intended, you're going to need the champagne iridescent dots, and then I'll go through it and share with you what else I'm going to be using. But as far as the cardstock, I include that. I also include any of the trim if you need that. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and get started. What card am I going to start with? I think I'm going to start with this one. So So let's pull out all of my little pieces here. Maybe we've got some stragglers. You're also going to get your envelopes as well. So then when you're done completing your card, you will be able to mail those out. So my card base is real red. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're just going to go ahead and fold that and burnish that down like so. And this is going to be a landscape card. Our next layer that we need is petal pink. This is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go like that. Then our next piece is part of this. Did I even tell you the name of this? The Marbled Elegance Designer Series paper. So this is this piece right here. I love that it has the reds and the petal pink in there. So it really goes well with this color combo. So we're going to need that. We need to have a scrap of petal pink. I have a 1 inch by 4 inch piece of gold foiling, which you will get in your kit. This is the circle that I said that I would have cut out for you guys, so it will come in your kit. This is from the Stylish Shapes. This is using this die right here. I think that is the 1, 2, that is the third from largest of the circles. And that is a circle that measures, just in case if you don't have this set, it's about 2 1/8. Just in case if you have a punch or anything like that and you want to create this card and you already have the Marbled Elegance, but you just need a circle so you know what size I'm using. Then I have some scraps of white. Actually, no, this is a scrap that I put in there to cut out my circles, so you're not going to need that. This piece here, you are going to need this to measurement. This is 2.5 by 3.5, and then that is our scrap there. Okay, so this little piece right here, I want to do kind of just a small flag on the end. So I'm going to kind of eyeball the center of this, and don't let the lines fool you by thinking you're in the center. Okay, whoop. So I just did a little flag in the bottom of that, and it's not a real like definitive flag. It's just kind of a little point there, and you'll really see that when you put it on that petal pink. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. Oh, yay, Kim, your son got his work visa. That is awesome. Is he excited, or is he kind of freaking out to be in a different country? Okay, just like that. I'm leaving just about a, what is that? That's about 3/8 of an inch. Showing on this side of that. Then I'm going to take this little white piece here, and I'm going to take my petal pink ink, and let's set this over here and these things. And grabbing a block and I am going to use this little leafy image here. That one right there. That's that one. And I am going to come in with my Petal Pink ink, doing the stamp off once. It's going to be very, very faint. You guys probably are not going to be able to see it very well, but I'll show you as soon as I get this done. And I'm just moving, I'm rotating it as I'm going here. I'll do one more leaf right there. There we go, perfect. So there is that. I know it's still very faint, but that's what I want. I want just a little bit of a background that you can kind of see that, especially when it's sitting against something like this. It just kind of is something else for your eye to catch besides just the stripes. So that is for that. Okay, that is going to get adhered right on my card like so. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. I'm going to do that about right there. Okay. Now coming to my Petal Pink scrap, I'm going to grab this heart right here. It's kind of a solid patterned heart. So it's solid heart with some little leaf patterns coming through it. It is a really, really cute stamp. I'm going to use my Versamark. Ink, and I'm going to grab my little emboss buddy here to get all the little staticky parts off. I'm just going to stamp that on there just like so. Cover that, and then bring in my gold embossing powder and my trusty little spoon here. Okay, that looks good. Cover that up. Now I'm going to grab my heat tool. Let that melt down. Oh, so beautiful. Oh, so that reminds me. My video that I told you guys that I am going live, or not live, but I got to be a guest person, guest appearance, whatever you want to call it, on Stamp Happy Academy. So if you guys are a part of that, that is collabed with Dina, Barb, and Kelly. My video will go live to the catalog kickoff party the 16th. So this Thursday. So that's exciting. I'm so like over the moon thrilled that they asked me to be a part of that. Like, I feel totally honored. Okay, so now I am going to bring in the coordinating little die. Let me show you guys this die set, because this die set is kind of wow amazing. Look at this. You get all these dies plus that little one that I just stuck down there. These are all separated hearts. This one big heart is one piece, and I'm going to show you guys what it does. It gives you this really pretty decorative heart with those little dots around the edge. That's this one right here. Then you have the great big heart, which I'm going to show you a project that I made with that. Then you have a decorative heart here. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, plus your great big one of your open hearts, and then a little polka dotted like stitched heart here. Then you've got your little coordinating dies that coordinate with the flower, and then your 3 leaves. I know I'm kind of being screwy and showing you that with my stuff all here, but I have the dies out, so I might as well share it right now. So let me grab a little piece of washi tape. Let's get this up on here so we can cut this out. Line that up. I had to finally throw away my other clear plate. It was leaving little weird wrinkles in all of my paper because it was that tattered. It had been well loved, but it was definitely time to see the recycling bin. So I pulled out another one of my clear plates. Okay. There is that heart. See how pretty that is when you have the embossing with that kind of decorative solid stamp. I also did it in, just to show you, I was playing around with different pieces here. So there it is in black. And there it is in red. I was playing around the other day when I was playing with getting these cards situated. All right, so now on this piece here, we are gonna grab our Memento Black. Oh, no, we're not. Nope, we're gonna grab Real Red. Sorry. I thought I wanted black, but I don't. I want Real Red. And we are going to get, there is the cutest little XOXO stamp in here. I'm going to grab my little pad here. I'm going to stamp the center one first, right like so. Then I'm going to come right up here, stamp that one, and then do one right below it, just like so. Okay. Alrighty, now we're going here. So now I'm going to adhere this to my card base. Okay, then I'm going to take my little gold with my Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to pop those up. Okay, this is gonna go right here. It's gonna go to the very edge of that petal pink. Okay, we're gonna take our XOXO and I'm going to place one dimensional at the very top of that, like really, really close to the edge. And then we're gonna do one down here at the bottom. And that is going to get placed. You'll feel it kind of catch with that top dimensional. Bring that down. Place that like so. Then we're going to take this heart and we're going to place it right like that. So I'm just going to put another dimensional right here on that part of my card. And then a little bit of glue right over here since it's going to adhere to this circle. Just like so. Now we are going to use some of these super cute. These are in 3 different sizes. The adhesive back heart sequence. I'm going to grab a big one. I'm going to place the big one right there. I'm going to do a medium one. Ah, come here, little guy. Quit trying to run away. This medium one is going to go right there, and then we're going to do a little guy. Right down like that. Okay, now let's get a inside to this card. Where did all my, oh, there they are. I'm going to say I had a bunch of innies. So I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut a 4 by 5 1/4 out of my petal pink. And then I'm going to place my white piece, which is 3 3/4 by 5. And I also want to get a strip, which, unless it was still inside of my envelope, but I could have swore I had cut a piece of that paper out. So let's grab this. I want to take this striped design, the same as we have on the front of our card, and I'm going to just cut this at a 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. All right, now we can start adhering this. So I'm going to put the white piece right onto my petal pink. And then my little 4 inch by 1/2 inch, or 3 3/4 inch by 1/2 inch. Little piece of designer series paper here, and we're just going to put that right along the bottom. Okay, and I think we do have XOXO on the front, so we could come in and we could do love you, be mine, sending lots of love. I think I'm going to do sending lots of love on this one. I am going to stamp that in the real red. We're going to put that right in the center here. Oh, I was going to do sending lots of love, but I grabbed my heart belongs to you. So, yeah, there's that. Helps if I stop and read what I'm grabbing out of there, but you know what? It'll work. It's still cute. Okay, so now we're going to grab our card, and we're going to place this right in the center of this. I know, isn't the little XOXO so cute? I love it. Alrighty, there is card number 1. Isn't that just so cute? Oh, I love it. I love that petal pink with that real red. I mean, of course I would, but isn't that cool? With that little pop of gold on there, it really makes for a pretty card. Okay, so that is card number 1. Let me get to card number 2. Now, card number 2, I do not make this kind of card very often, like maybe never, but I have made them like a long time ago, and I've been wanting to make another one. And so with this set, it just kind of worked out in my favor to make a really cute card. So that's what we're gonna do with this right now, is we are going to make a super fun card. Okay. Got all my pieces. Put my dies over there. Okay, so what we need for this card, not a lot that you're going to need, but it is a lot to it. You need this is my Melon Mambo. This is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And I have a bone folder somewhere here. This is for my inside piece. I have I think this is 5 by 3 3/4. I'm kind of digging that size for the inside of my card. So I'm just gonna set that there for a second. Then we've got our outside piece. This is 4 by 5 1/4. I have got a little piece of this really cute little floral Melon Mambo. This is 2 3/4 by 3. And then somewhere, oh, right here, very, very hard to see, I've got this really wonderful little stuff here. This is called a clear window sheet. We do sell this. Again, I've had mine tucked away because I don't use it very often, but you're gonna need about the same size as that, if not a little bit smaller, as long as it will fit this little heart right here. So this is you've got these 1, 2, 3 of these little open hearts. This is the second one in this set here. So this is the one that I'm gonna use. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. Let's not lose that window sheet because it's clear, so you have a hard time finding it. So I'm going to kind of eyeball. If you want to be precise, you can measure. I'm not a measure girl. And then I'm just going to set this on here where I see fit. Kind of push that down, hold that in place. I'm gonna grab my Melon Mambo ink, and well, we can do that in just a second. I'm going to bring my big machine over here. We're gonna set this down, put that in there, and we're gonna cut that heart out of that. Just like so. Okay, and then you've got a heart that you can use for another project. Don't throw it away. I mean, you can use that for something else. Okay, now I'm going to use the sentiment, love you. I'm gonna grab the big block here. Melon Mambo. And do this kind of down towards the bottom, just like that. Let that sit and marinate for a couple of seconds. pull that off. Voila. Okay, give that a couple of seconds to dry there. I'm going to put some of these away, just like that. Okay, now that we've got that, we're going to take that little clear window sheet, right like so, and we're going to flip this over. Then what we need to do with this is find where we think that fits best. Come in with our glue. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here and along the edge of this. Pretty close to my heart. And then try to get the little fingerprints off of there. Okay, let's see, that'll work. So I'm gonna take that and just smush that down in that glue. Okay, take that out of the way because then you can see through that. Now, what we need to have is this right here, and I can't remember what this stuff is called. It is foam adhesive, maybe. Let me look. Yes, they're called foam adhesive strips. Woo! Surprised I remember that. I have not bought these in ages. This is probably when I first became a demonstrator. I bought this thinking that I was going to go crazy with shaker cards, but as you can see, you guys have probably never seen me make a shaker card. Okay, so I just cut this in half, and you don't have to do that, but it just kind of works for me. So I'm just going to start right here and going around the edge of the heart. I'm leaving probably about 1/8 of an inch between this adhesive and the part of my heart there. Make sure you give that a good push. Make sure that really sticks down. Okay, I need to cut another one here. Okay, grab this one. And you really want to make sure it bumps as close to that, if not push it like pretty tight into your left off piece, because you don't want any of your shaker bits falling out. So then I'm just going to follow this all the way around, and I'm going to make sure that it connects right to that next piece, just like that. So then if you have any little leftovers, so see how I have it connecting right there? There's nothing going to get out of this adhesive area. It's all touching itself there. Okay. I'm going to grab some of my champagne iridescent dots, and I'm just going to grab a little handful of these. Now, these have a flat back on them, so I am going to try to flip these, especially the big ones. The little tiny ones, they can flip around in this card. There's enough space. But the big ones, I want them to be facing because they're really pretty on one side. Let me see if I can grab a big one. Oh. See how this is really kind of shiny and iridescent looking, and then this is kind of a flat matte look? I want the sparkly, pretty side up. as far as facing the front of that card. So I'm just gonna flip a couple of these over, because when they're big like that, when you shake, they don't flip around in here. Oops. All right, let's grab some more. We need some more in here. All right. Now, none of those are gonna escape because I've got all my adhesive all tight together there. So now I'm going to pull off the adhesive very gently so I don't lose any of my little shaky parts. Okay, got all that off of there. Now I'm going to grab that floral piece and I'm just gonna flip that down onto that adhesive. Now it doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to look good. You're not gonna see this back side at all, besides what you can see through the window. Other than that, this, you don't need to worry about what this part, you can have it off-centered, however it needs to cover that whole piece of adhesive. So just give it a really good push. Make sure all that adhesive is on that little piece. Then when you flip that over, oh, isn't that so pretty? Love it. Then you've got a really cool interactive little shaker card. Then what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my dimensionals here, and I'm just going to put dimensionals all along the edges of this. I'm not going to put any dimensions on this because it's already raised with that other little foam adhesive that we use, those strips. But I am going to put one right up here at the top. Try not to make it be seen there. Kind of tuck it up underneath that piece of designer series paper. I'm going to do one more right there and one more right down there, because we don't want this to sag and look goofy. Okay, move this stuff out of the way. We're going to take just a little bit of adhesive just across the back of this so everything stays nice and uniform. I'm just going to hold this and place this onto my card front, like so. And then I've got a cute little shaker. Oh, so cute. Love it. Okay, let's do the inside of this card. Also, what I want to do is I want to take one of these big hearts here. Yeah, maybe. Come here, quit trying to run away. And I am just going to add that right there. Okay, here's the inside of our card. Now I want this to be the same as that little floral print that we see coming through the back here. Okay, we used My Heart Belongs to You. Love you. I think I'm gonna do, or let's do Be Mine. Be Mine is cute. All right, coming back in with that Melon Mambo. We can either stamp this down here, but we've already got this image here, so I'm gonna go up here with this, right in the center. Now you guys will find all the supplies that I've used with some still photos of these cards over on my blog. Now it does take me a couple of hours to get photos, get everything written, so I advise you check it tomorrow unless you're a very, very late person. Since I am Mountain Time, I typically don't get it up and going until probably roughly around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So it would be awfully late if you guys are over, which I know a lot of you are more Central Eastern time. You guys can check it tomorrow and see the photos and see everything that I've used. So there you go. Isn't that so cute? Oh, just love that. This would be fun to give to your grandbabies or your niece, nephew. I mean, I think this card I would give to my husband just because he's a guy with ADD. Or my son would probably love this card. So that is card number 2. Now, number 3 is using the really cute little gift bags that you get in this suite. So I'm going to actually use the small bag from this. You get 2 different size bags, and I'm going to show those to you. So this is the small one, and this is the one that I'm going to actually be creating as my project. Has a little fold here, and this does come with the suite collection, so isn't that so cute? And then you have a big bag. And the big bag is quite a bit bigger in size here. Super cool. All right, so we need the small bag, and what I'm going to do is move my stamps out of the way. I have some pieces here that I'm going to use. All right, so this piece that I have is going to fit right over the front of this. Now, the back side is the side that is still going to fold up like that. And then this is gonna go on the front. So I'm gonna leave it folded so I can place this on there. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna try to go as close to the edges as possible because I don't want this lifting from the bag. And then I'm gonna go to one corner and I'm gonna put this right on, shoot, I forgot to tell you guys the size of this. I'll tell you in just a second. And I'm going to press that down and get it right to the edge. Now, this paper that I cut here is 3 3/8 by 3 3/4. Now, as you can see, the 3 3/4 is darn near perfect, but on the 3 3/8, it's not quite an 1/8 of an inch unless you want to measure down to 1/16, which that's not my jam. So I would rather just come in here and just cut this little tiny strip of paper off of here, just like that, than to worry about a 1/16 of an inch of me trying to cut. So then the front of my bag looks like that. So when you open this up, you've got a really pretty decorated front of your bag, but we're not done. So then I have a scrap piece of gold. I have a scrap piece of cherry cobbler. Then I've got some scrap pieces of white. Now this piece here, I do have at 5/8 Length doesn't really matter at this moment, just as long as it's going to fit my my sentiment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the sentiment first. Let me grab my memento. Oops, it's not memento. That was stays on. I don't need stays on. And I am going to grab Sending Lots of Love. And yes, I'm going to make sure that I grab that stamp set this time. And I'm going to put that right on here like so. Now, I don't want the sending part. So I'm going to grab a sticky note and I am going to cover my word sending, because I don't need that word being a part of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to push that on there, making sure that it's not covering up any of my other letters or my words, just like so. Oh, excuse me. Take this, put this on here, just like so. Then I'm going to put this right in my ink, right with that sticky note on there. Make sure I get that nice and coated. Then before I stamp on here, I'm going to pull that off. Now I know my sending word is not going to get anywhere ink on anything because it has not been touched or tainted by ink. Give that a couple of seconds to soak in to that. Okay, just like that. All right, there's that piece. Now we need to grab some of our dies. You make shakers harder than they need to be. You know what? I thought to myself, because like I said, I haven't made one in 100 years. I was thinking in my mind, I was like, okay, this is why I've never made a shaker card, because they're so hard. So instead of me going to YouTube like I normally would, or I would go to Pinterest or whatever, and I would look up a million videos and see how they've done it, I didn't do that this time. I thought, you know what? I'm overcomplicating it in my own head. I need to just do it. And once I did it, I was like, oh my Lord, why am I not making more shaker cards? I thought that was so simple. Like, I don't know. I think I psyched myself out more than I need to. So I'm going to use this decorative heart, and you're going to see how pretty this is once you die cut with it. And then I am going to use the solid middle heart again on my red. And then we're going to do some stamping on this, but let me go ahead and die cut both of these really quick so you can see how pretty they are. So we're going to do the heart. The nice thing is when you're doing it just on a piece of paper like this, you don't have to worry about taping them down, because you don't have to line them up to anything. Okay, just like that. Look how that turns out. Isn't that so cool? Oh, I just think it's so pretty. Okay, so that's the decorative one. And then we've got the cherry cobbler. And what I'm going to do with this is I am just going to come in here with a dimensional, actually 2 dimensionals. I'm going to do one there and one towards the bottom, just right there in the center. And then taking this, I'm going to line up this where the 2 humps meet in the center there. I'm going to line that up with this one here. just like that. And bring that down to the point. And you can see that it's got the dimension to it, but the sides, you can fold those up if you want, like that. So that's kind of pretty. And then on here, we need to do some stamping. So we are going to bring in, I've only got a couple more stamps in here that we haven't used. So I need that leaf there. And I need this leaf here. So I need both of the leaves. There's a trio of leaves, and then you've got the one single leaf. And then I need, oops, that's not gonna work. I need this block because I need the flower. All right, so now I'm going to take my petal pink. Petal pink, I'm stamping the flower, just like so. Then taking garden green, I'm going to stamp each one of my leaves. Okay, just like that. I'm going to actually put that inside of my bag so I don't lose it. Same with that. While we do some die cutting with these. Wait. This is my exercise. I have to lift weights. So lifting my Stampin' Cut and Boss, that's my weights. Figure that's enough exercise for the day. That's what I call good. So now I'm going to take this little flower. So if you want to make sure you get some weightlifting in, just pick up your Stampin' Cut and Boss machine a couple of times. That counts. Okay, let's line this thing up on here just like, I think that's exactly how that needs to go. Okay, push that down, hold that in place. Then we're gonna grab the leaves. Here's our little trio of leaves. Let's line that one up. Then we've got the single leaf. I think that looks pretty good. Now what made me think of doing this little gift bag here is tomorrow I take at our old house down the hill, I take my little neighbor lady to her doctor's appointment tomorrow. She has to go have injections inside of her eyes for whatever it is that she has. So I figured I would take a couple of these little bags and she can give them to her doctor or she really likes one of the nurses there at the office. Figured she could give these to them. And then next Tuesday, I take her again to her other eye doctor. So I was like, okay, I've got a couple of these I need to get made up. So she has little cute gifts to give to her little doctors that she goes and sees all the time. She'll get a kick out of that. Okay, there's, well, maybe. All right, let's get our pieces out here. I'm gonna fold this down just like that. Now with this, I want to flag this end of this sentiment. Okay, like that. Then we need to cut this down because this is a little crazy. We don't need it quite that long. This is gonna go right like so. Now, since this is not gonna go into an envelope, we don't have to be super careful about things hanging off the edge. We just don't want it getting torn up. So I'm gonna do a couple of my dimensionals on that, and then this heart is going to just get adhered down because we've already got some dimension with the top heart. That is going to go towards the top-ish a little bit, about a 1/2 inch lower than the top. Let that adhere down, pull those sides back up, little wings of our heart. All right, then we're going to take this, lots of love, and put that right there along the bottom. Now I'm going to adhere, put a little bit of glue just right on that. This flower is going to go there. Give that a little smush. And same thing on this one. Okay, there's our little flower. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dimensional and put right in the center of this, right like so. And I'm going to kind of bend this up because we've got the bent of our heart, so we don't want to like smash that down. So you can just kind of manipulate it however you want it, and then stick your little heart down right on there. You can come in with a little bit of wink of Stella. You could do, I don't really want to take too much away from my patterned heart there. We'll just do just a little bit of sparkle, just like that. Okay, there's our little heart. Okay, now there is, isn't that so stinking cute? Okay, but we're not done because we're gonna put something in this. So I had my husband searching for, oh, this is Cindy, I just saw your channel, the wonderful card design. Well, thank you so much, Cindy, for liking and subscribing. Awesome. Okay, so I was on the hunt today for cute little goodies. Well, I had my husband hunt for it, let me be honest. So these little cakes are so cute by Little Debbie's. This one is a strawberry cake. And then we've got a little vanilla cake in here with kind of a light pink. But these are twin packs. So these, I thought I would put these in the bigger bag. Because see, those would work good in the bigger bag. They don't work so well in the little bag because they hang out, and I just didn't like that. So I was so happy because he was like, I don't know which ones you want. Da, 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 da. You know, guys, they can't figure us out, but it's okay. I think it's kind of cute. But then, oh, and look, and I grabbed one that's kind of smushed. But here, let me get a prettier one. That one's prettier. These are the little brownies. Oh, I loved these as a kid. So I told my husband, I'm like, oh my God, thanks a lot for buying all of that. Now I get to PMS in happy time with my Little Debbie's. I was like, Valentine's is not going to be here soon enough. These things are going to be eaten. So then I had him get me just some regular tissue paper. And this color was like almost perfect. I don't know what the color is, but it's not really pink, but it's not really red. So it's kind of almost identical to our melon mambo. It's a little bit darker, but you know what? We're gonna call it gravy and we're gonna go with it. So I took a full sheet of it and I cut it in half because one sheet was just like crazy too much. And then I folded it, took my little cake, and look, do you see the little heart sprinkles? He's so cute. And I took that and I'm just going to wrap this up like so, like so, like so. Kind of just keep it where it looks like that, and then tuck that right into my little bag. And she can give these to her doctors. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I love it. I think those turned out so cute. So here's the other one that I made. And I did the little brownie in there too. So I've got a couple of these going. But then I thought, okay, well, if she gives that, she's got to have like a little card to give. So then I came up with this idea. Now this idea does not match that little bag, but I want you guys to see how cute this is. Now this is just a single piece of, now if you've got little kiddos, you could make these for their Valentine's, you know, I don't even know if they do that anymore at school, if they pass out little Valentine's cards. This would be super cute. Now instead of doing the flower in a stamped, I used the silver embossing powder, and then I did the Lost Lagoon in the leaf. I stamped this in the Pretty Peacock, and I used that new paper that I just shared with you, the Serene Love. I used this piece here and I cut that out. Now that I used the big heart on that, I used this big outside heart, and then I took this inside heart with that little pattern on it and cut that out. And then you could take a white piece and cut out of that same size heart and then be able to write on the back. You have inside of this stamp set, you've got a to and from, so you could put that on there. And then if your kiddos want to give these out as, you know, little cute Valentine's cards, that would be awesome. The other thing that I was thinking is if you hand these out, make sure you put your name on the back of these. Great way to promote yourself. If you're a demonstrator, then you can, you know, get people to probably take a look at what we're selling, because that is super cute. So I'll lay that down so you can see it. But I just thought that would be really kind of cute with it. I might do some of this paper on one of these and do that as kind of a theme. I love the silver. We have so many things going on in gold that I thought the silver looked really cute. Then this other thing that I did is I took a card base. So this is just a folded card base, just like so. Okay, see where I scored it in the middle? This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I took, again, using that big heart, I took that and I went right over the top. Now I already threw the little piece away that falls out of there. But when you go to cut that, make sure that your little top pieces are under your cutting part of the humps of the heart. Like as you can see on here, I cut it just below that. So now I have a functioning card shaped like a heart. So you could do it that way. This way you're just utilizing a lot more paper than something like this. This is gonna take up a lot more paper, and I don't really think you're gonna be able to do much with this. So just so you know, but you could do that, and then you could take your little white heart and put on there and decorate that up. You know, just kind of fun to create a little heart like that. And then I'm sure you guys have all seen, I don't know why I brought the twine over here. I thought I was going to do something with twine. Did I not use the twine on anything? Apparently not. You know what I thought I was going to do? I thought I was going to use it on that first card. I think I thought I was going to run some of that gold twist, but I didn't. That's okay. And then I know you guys saw, I posted this, I think it was like last week or the week before. This I used as one of my swap cards. And again, using this little set, just really super cute, taking 3 different hearts. So there is a couple of different ideas for you guys to have fun with this suite. Get some of those Valentine's Day cards bumped out of there. Let me bring in those other two projects that we made. Isn't that so cute? I guess I should probably put them in order, right? So then if you go to look, you'll know what number you're looking for. So there are our cards and our super cute little bag with the brownie in it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, this is called the Marbled Elegance Suite collection. You can buy the pieces individually if you choose. And then, like I said, I use the champagne iridescent dots for my shaker card. You could use anything. I was actually looking at these. These are one, I think these are discontinued. I don't think we have these anymore. But these are, I think these were like last Christmas or something. But they're just little silver sequences. They would be cute in there too. You can use any little sequences inside of your shaker cards. But if you didn't want to do gold, if you're not a gold person, then you could do anything silver. I'm sure you probably have something in your craft supply there. Again, when you place an order of $35 or more and you must use my January host code, you're going to get the items in the mail coming to you with your envelopes for these two. You'll get this little bag. You'll get the piece that goes on the front. The only thing that I don't include is I don't include the stamps. I don't include the die kit. I don't include the embellishments. And obviously, I'm not going to include the little cake in there or the tissue paper. That's something you guys can decide what you want to do. And I'm not going to put the shaker bits in there. But other than that, you're going to receive the papers. You'll get the circle that's already been pre-cut out for you, since I don't expect you to buy the Stylish Shapes dies and this set. I mean, I'm going to tell you that it is a set that you're probably going to want in your collection because it's got all the shapes that you need to create some great cards. But there you guys go. Are there any questions before I let you guys go tonight? Don't forget, you can check out close-up pictures of this over on my blog tomorrow, pinkbarnstamper.com. You can shop in my store at shopdannygarola.com. Hit that little shop button. It'll take you right into my store. If you need any of our current catalogs, there is a request form on any of my blog posts. Just scroll towards the bottom. You're going to see all three of the catalogs, and then there's a request form there that you just fill out. Then it shoots me an email letting me know who you are and your address.